Welcome to Adaptive. We are going to show you the inner workings of the product. This product is going to help you change your life. You're going to build your own personal computer. That's what we're doing. We believe that the personal computer hasn't been built yet, and you can use Adaptive to build your own AI tools, your own apps, to build the software that truly fits your exact needs. So this video is going to be a tutorial. I'm going to walk you through it. It's going to be free flowing. I may mess up here and there. I'm going to just show you all the different features and functionalities for you to understand how you can best build apps more quickly, more efficiently. Let's hop right into it. So I will log out here quickly, but imagine just logging in. Actually, I'm not going to log out. Logging in, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see this home page. These are starter apps. What you're seeing here, you can click into these apps. These apps are just to show you some examples of what Adaptive is about, sort of so you can have assistant file notes, weather app here, play around with them. You can remix them. I'll go into remixing what all that is. The about page here, you can just learn more about Adaptive here. You can click in. You want to learn more about the kind of the batteries included. What that is all the functionality, all the AI tools that you have access to at your fingertips within Adaptive. I'm going to go through that more so through examples, but feel free to read that doc. It's a very good way for you to learn more about it. The next thing is the community. I want you to click on that. That will take you to our Discord. I will I'll hyperlink it in the comments below, but I want you to join our community. We're very active on Discord. That's the best way to get customer support. It's the best way to show what you're building, to engage with the community. It's an awesome way to collaborate there. So, and then the last thing is profile. If you click on profile, you can change your username. You can change sort of your personal settings. This is where you can also upgrade to different plans within it. So we have a free tier, a creator tier, a pro tier. So feel free to go through that. And again, if you click on that link right there, it's the pricing page. This will show you what all the different tiers are. It's basically, we have a freemium tier and then a tier where you can then upgrade to get more access, more messages, more ACUs. ACUs are adaptive compute units. It's basically how much compute power it takes to build your apps as well as to run your apps. So you can compare all the different plans that best fit your needs there. And then, yeah, let's now hop into sort of the last thing real quick I will show you is the sort of community page. If you scroll to the right, what you'll see is sort of your library as well as the featured as well as other websites. So it's just ways for you to be inspired. You're truly going to want to go to this page to see what you can remix. And again, I'll go into that. See what you can adapt to your own being, but also just to inspire you. Like a big part of this is being inspired about like, oh, here's this recipe wizard app. Oh, I can do the same thing with building tables or doing DIY furniture. It's an awesome way to get inspiration. So go through there. And what you'll see here, these are all my apps. I have a ton of apps, obviously, part of the Adaptive team. So I'm constantly building new things to test the abilities of it, to build and optimize my internal workflow. The way I think about building apps sometimes is just like, if I live in San Francisco, if I can take a car with no driver through one of the biggest cities in the world, odds are you can optimize your workflow, you can use AI, to make your life 10x better. That's the way I think about it. Hey, if I can hop in a driverless car and have it drive me from one part of the city to another part of the city and hop out, like odds are you can use AI. You don't have to send your emails anymore. You don't have to read your emails anymore. You can optimize your life to make it a little bit better. That's the way I view it. So always ask yourself, hey, is what I'm doing right now, can this be optimized with AI? And I want you to just throw it into Adaptive. Test it. Just say, build this. Odds are it will. Sometimes it won't. And you just pump out a bunch of apps. Odds are you're going to be starting to use apps in your everyday life. That's what we're going for. Using apps in your everyday life. So yeah, this is the chat bar right here. So this is how you start off an app. So again, we can describe anything that we want. Let's say, build me a tool that analyzes an uploaded video, extracts the audio, and then gives me a summary on what the video was about. All you need to do, natural language prompt, put it into the chat, and then it will start building you the app directly here. And again, this will start building, and ultimately you can hop out of here. So let's say we went back to the homepage, to adaptive. We will then see it here. You can see here, video, it already named it for us, VideoSense, and is currently building the app for us. So again, you can build one app, you can build multiple apps at the same time, and then constantly be checking and iterating from that. So that's sort of the chat bar. That's how you begin building your first app. Let's go into an example app. For this one, I love this app. This is an app that I use on an everyday basis for content creation. And basically what it is a similar app to what I prompted it. That's why I wanted to show you this one, is where I can upload videos, Instagram Reels, TikToks, etc., and it will analyze the videos, it'll extract the script, and then give me sort of a summary on it. But then I can also create my own scripts and have them tailored to the types of videos that I've uploaded. But I wanted to show you again the functionalities of app building of the product itself. So you can see here, if I wanted to make an edit, just type it there. This has already been built, so it's you can see all your previous messages here. The next functionality down here is you can upload files. So if you have any screenshots, you can screenshot landing pages. You can upload PDFs for it to analyze, read instructions, etc. Whatever it is, upload files here to help improve the agent. So the way you want to prompt is basically imagine that the agent within Adaptive is another human. Try to give it as much detail as possible. Again, you can be simple, odds are it will get it, but don't be upset if it doesn't, because some people will just say, oh, do this, and then it doesn't do it. It just does it based on how it interprets it and how it understands what you're prompting it. So imagine it's another human, or if you were to ask that same prompt or say that same thing that you prompting the agent and you can't understand it, odds are the AI won't either. So make sure you're including a lot of details. That's how you can also upload more files to provide more context on it. So that's a good way. The next feature down here is a visual edit. So I clicked on that button, and let's say I wanted to change this right here, recent scripts. I can then circle it, and I can hit done. And what that does is it takes a screenshot with the circle, with the red highlight, and say, hey, change this text to red. And then you can hit send, and that will automatically send it to the agent with the screenshot, as you can see here, and it will start making edits for you. The next thing here, which we're still building upon, is this is a way for you to connect several different apps into one. So if you click at, and then let's say finance flow, I can tag a different app that I've already built. And then I can connect them into one fully functioning app as well. So it's a cool way for you to build multi apps and then combine them into one to create one massive complex app. So that's what that functionality is there. You're going to have to probably spend some time messing around with that function, exploring that feature. It's a very powerful feature though when the functionality hits right. So, and this is a good way for you to see the responsiveness of your app. If you click on the different icons down here, it shows you what it's like on a phone, on an iPad, as well as a laptop desktop mode, as well as dark mode and light mode. And again, all this stuff that you're seeing is you can just prompt the agent and say, hey, change this interface to be black, change this to be white, change this to be brown, green. Just talk to your agent just through natural language. Odds are it will be able to fix it, will be able to adjust it based on what you're telling it. So that's another way to do it. The next functionality here that I'll show you is the share app. So imagine this being like a Google Doc to an extent, a similar functionality where you can hit share and you can enable a share link. So right now I toggled it off, right now I toggle it on. And then you can copy that. And this basically makes your app public for other people to then see. And then if you paste that in, you can then show them an app basically. As you can see here, look, I already turned it to red. I think you can see. Look. So see, that's like what exactly you can do here with that. So it's building it. And again, you want to see how it's done, but it's still saying it's building. It's because it's just making sure, okay, it just said it completed. But you don't want to necessarily, you can queue up more edits, but as something's building, let's say you're changing something within the app and it's still building, you'll see a loading interface. Don't necessarily use the app yet because you may lose some of the data because it'll like rebuild and then it may be not stored in the database. So you want to make sure that the app is done building completely before truly using it. That's just one little tip there. So going back into the sharing functionality, that's what you can do. And again, you can see here, update your share link. So basically, this was the latest published version. So what that is this was the latest like saved version publicly. And then what I can make edits in the back end privately, but then what I can do is I can publish those latest edits. So when I go in here to share app, that app that link that I just shared is now publicly available for everyone to see with the new updates. So that's another tip there for the sharing functionality. Remixing, I'll finally touch upon remixing. So this is a way for you to enable others to build off your app. So what you can see here is the baseline of this app that I've created. It has all these different features, but if I turn on remixing and I share it with someone, they can technically go through their adaptive account and then remix it. Basically fork off of your version and then spin Scriptcraft into what they think. So they can get rid of guided creation or they can add a new functionality, but it will keep your app the same. So when you go into, let's say, all these other apps over here, let's say in the community page here, you can technically, I think you'll see here, you can type to adapt. I've already like made some changes, but basically you can hop into someone's existing app and then remix it to make it your own. That's what the future of software is going to be. You're going to be able to basically see all these template apps and remix them and adapt them to your own. That's what we say, that the personal computer hasn't been built yet. Basically, all these software are very cookie cutter. You need to be able to adjust software and adapt it to your own being to fit your exact niche needs. So let's hop back into Scriptcraft there. That is the sharing functionality. That is the remixing functionality. I don't think you can also invite users. So basically you can also both be in the same workspace within the app making edits. Very powerful, super cool way. So if you have like multiple people that you want to like speed up development and then you all want to be prototyping or building an app together, add them there. It's super easy. Just type in their name, email, or username, and then they'll get an email notification and they can easily just join. Next up, I will show you is the settings of your app. So through the settings of your app, you can change the display name, you can change the description. You don't need to like kind of play around with those too much, but you can if you want, just for organization purposes on the homepage. Theme preview, again, you can change from light mode to dark mode. I like light mode for now. And then you can add this to the Explore page. So remember, I just showed you the Explore page. If you want your app to be featured there, toggle that and we'll highlight it to the community. Super cool. Allow, again, another spot to allow remixing. Show branding, basically what you can see here, powered by our adaptive down here. If you're a free user, we don't enable you to toggle that off. If you're a paid user, you can toggle that on or toggle that off. It's up to you. Custom domains, super cool feature where you can technically buy your own custom domain, let's say through GoDaddy or something, and then connect it to your app. So what you need to do, let's say I bought the custom domain www.google.com. Let's say I own Google. What you can do is type in the domain that you own and bought, and then you'll go to the domain that, like say GoDaddy, where my domain's hosted, and you want to copy and paste these settings into your DNS. Sometimes it's kind of tricky and annoying to use, but all you want to do is type in www in a CNAME record, or www in a CNAME record, and then copy and paste that into the DNS. And then do the same thing. Create another CNAME record, copy this, paste that in there, and then into the DNS. you want to paste this link as well. So follow that. You can see more docs here where we tell you how to use custom domains. Again, if it doesn't work, just truly make sure you're copying and pasting the correct materials and that everything is teed up to the dot. If you have a space in there or an extra period or something, it will not work, but it does work. This functionality works. So just make sure you're following the directions correctly. And again, this is where you can see all the different amount of ACUs you've been using for your app. So that's the usage for the different apps. And then you can delete your app if you want. So that's it for the most part in terms of the most part for building an app, all the different functionalities. Actually, there are a couple things here that I wanted to show you. So the 3 dots. Again, these are my messages that I'm sending here. This is me communicating with the agent, and then these are the agent messages. So you can go in here and actually view your previous versions of the different apps just to like kind of see how the progress has been, as well as you can publish previous versions as well. Let's say you made a couple edits and you weren't stoked on those edits. You can publish the previous version of it. So it's a good way for you to save your progress and make edits without any sort of consequences. From there, you can see a changes summary. It's a super clean way just to like show you exactly what the agent edited and what it changed within your apps. Again, it shows you what you're viewing, which ones you're viewing. So if you're ever like, what, it didn't make a change, make sure you're viewing the right version. This functionality here on the 3 dots here, you see 2 things: view version code and clone app version. So let's say I wanted to learn more about how the app truly works. This is where all the files for the code base is stored. So you can see all the different files here. Feel free to go in there. You can technically make edits directly in there, but I would recommend against that. But if you have anything with sort of prompting, so you can see here, you are a video transcription specialist, transcribe the provided video content accurately. So this is the prompt that we're giving the AI. So if you weren't stoked on this prompt, you can go to the API file and then manually adjust those prompts as well. Again, feel free to just type it into the chat. Hey, I want you to change the prompt for the agent to do this, this, and this. And it will manually just change that for you. But let's hop back in here to view version code. The other thing that you may want to see is the database. This is where all the data within your app is stored. Super powerful that you do not have to create a Supabase account or any other third-party database structure. Batteries include. That's the power of Adaptive, is that it just works. You can do Stripe integrations, you can do video generation, you can do image generation, you can do database, like it just works. User authentication. That's what we're going for. So, but this is where the database is stored just for you to see. You don't really have to do anything with it. And again, if you want something deleted or altered or a new table or something, just tell the agent. But this is a way for you to get access to it as well. Think that's about it. Oh, the last one is cloning. So let's say I made a bunch of changes to an app where I was having a bunch of errors and bugs, and I kind of wanted to start over from a specific position. Say from this version, if I really like this version here, I'm like, yeah, this is the version I want. You can technically clone app. And what that does is it basically forks off the app from that version into a new app. And then you can then go, you'll have 2 apps. One app that will be this entire thing, but then another app that is sort of forked off from that version that you want. And then it's able to enable you to build edits from there. So that's the clone app version. The next thing is you can also, this is a good way to maybe debug, or if you're having errors or you want to adjust sort of a message that you wrote. This is the editing functionality. So just click that button. You can edit a message and resend it. To make adjustments. You can undo to send. So again, if you send a message and you made a bunch of edits, but you didn't like them, you can also just revert back to this message. So what this will do is it will delete everything from this message down. So be careful on that, but it is powerful there. And then you can copy the message as well. One last thing, I'll just show you a couple different sort of inspiration of apps that you can build. That was Scriptcraft. So I upload videos, it analyzes it, gives me recommendations for scripts. Or actually, let me show you a little bit more about this. I can also create a script. So one thing that's super cool is I can hit create, and I can then start recording. So I'm talking to the mic like this. I want to create a video about creating a video. Stop recording. I'm going to hit script and then hit generate script. And what you'll see here is that Adaptive just built the functionality to connect into my microphone, and then it will turn it into a script. So it's audio to text transcription there, boom. So look, I'm talking to the mic like this. I want to create a video about the script, and it like basically creates me storytelling scripts, which is super cool. So that's like sort of one thing about the Scriptcraft that I love, that it's one app that I use on a daily basis. Let me go back to home. One thing that I built that I use also on a daily basis is a finance flow app. So basically I upload my bank statements, I upload all the different, my checkings account, my savings account, and then it's able to analyze sort of my financial well-being. I'm not going to click on the app because it has some sensitive data in there, I guess you could say. But basically, actually, no, this one has mock data. I just realized this is on my company now. So you can basically see these are all fake bank statements that I created. I put it in a credit card account. You can see it here. And then I upload PDFs of it, and then the AI analyzes the PDF. It just pulls out all the different transactions. So it said 351 transactions. I can create a budget, can create an analytics, so it shows you exactly what I'm spending my money on. So super cool way to like kind of build a personal financing app that you can use. One thing that's also super cool, I love this thing. I use this thing all the time. Say you're scrolling on Instagram or you're scrolling on YouTube or TikTok. I built a tool that enables you to, let's say you screen record someone showcasing their product, their software, their application that they've built, and they're showcasing it on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. You can screen record that video of their demo. You can then upload it here. And what this does is it analyzes the video and then understands, hey, what's their product? What's their software? What's their app? And then kind of reverse engineers it and then gives you a prompt. So for this one, I saw a video of the guy basically turning like a visual, basically tracking his hands, and it was like Tony Stark to an extent. I uploaded that video and then analyze it. It says real time hand tracking, all this stuff. It gives me the app for Adaptive. I'm able to copy that prompt. I then went ahead, pasted that into Adaptive, and built this app. Look at this. So I'm looking over here. It tracks my hand movements. I'm able to control it like Tony Stark. Just from that, I uploaded video. I was scrolling. I screen recorded. I uploaded it. Gave me the prompt. I uploaded the prompt, and I get this fully working app. It's absolutely insane. That's the power of Adaptive to build your own AI tools. So hopefully some of those apps that I just showed you provide you some inspiration, and that this video was a good foundation for you. You can truly change your life. You can build software to optimize your life and truly build the future that you want. It's very exciting times in. So hopefully this video was useful to show you kind of the inner workings of the product. I'm sure I missed a few things, or I'm sure you're going to have more questions. Feel free to drop them in the comments below. We'll love to hear more, and I will gladly make more videos, and I'll gladly respond to your comments to answer your questions. Thanks for tuning in.